I started attending Tennessee State fall of 1971, right out of high school. I knew that I was going to go to Tennessee State University. My oldest brother John went there. My brother Scoville went there, and I just naturally assumed and thought, and I did, attend Tennessee State University.
I got an offer to go to Jackson State to be a walk-on basketball player, and I felt that basketball was in my blood and my heart, and I wanted to go there to play. And after playing for about 6 weeks, I felt that, hey, you know what? I was majoring in. I wanted to be a coach, and I knew coaches at the time didn't make the income that they make today, but I feel that I could do something different in being a coach, and at that time, and go into change my career. And I and I chose to look at going to Tennessee State. In the midst of that, in between that time, I was my draft number was at the time was coming up, and I was able to join National Guard to give me time to still finish college the way I wanted to. So I went to National Guard for those 6 months, and then from there, I transferred to Tennessee State. That's how I got to Tennessee State. First impressions, I noticed that she was a beautiful young lady, and I wanted to know more about her. And as we met briefly, I didn't know her name, and so I decided that as I put her bags in the car and she drove off, I decided to go to the front desk and talk to the lady there and be nice to her. And all of a sudden I asked her about Beverly, who's the lady that just went out, and she told me her name. I asked her, what about a phone number? She said, yeah, I can give you that to you. I said, what about her, what room she in? She gave me all that. And I said, okay, thank you. Now I went about my business.
I'm glad you didn't call any names, because you could have gotten somebody in real big trouble getting all that information.
Wow, it brings back memories. I met Beverly here 53 years ago, December 8th, 1973, after TSU and Vanderbilt basketball game. I always been a big TSU fan, but during that game, the ref took the game. We lost by 1 point, but couldn't stop Truck Robinson. Truck was the guy. He was the man back in '73. Truck would, matter of fact, during that period of time, we'd have King Little Hall. If you didn't get to King Little Hall within 2 hours before game time, you didn't get a seat. So it's great to be back on campus.
And talk to me about when you saw her. What happened?
Oh, it was amazing. After I brought my friend here to drop his date off. We still have the same car we had the first date in. And I was waiting on him to come back from up here, for the front desk, and I saw her walk out. So she caught my eye. I can still see it. I saw her flowing hair with the brown coat she had on. It was, and she said, I asked her, said, how you doing, like that? I spoke, and I said, you need a ride? She said, no, my dad's coming to get me, like that.
Actually, okay, for someone to come up to you and you've got this little weekend bag, because I'm from Nashville, so I went home most weekends to get a good meal, or 2 or 3. And he walked up to me and he said, you know, he did speak first, and then he said, you need a ride? I said, no, I'm not standing out here with a suitcase hustling a ride. I said, no, my father is coming to pick me up, going home for the weekend. And by that time, my father did. So we only talked maybe 3 or 4 minutes. My father did drive up, and I said, here he is. And so then I picked up my bag, and he said, oh no, I got it. He said, can I take your bag to the car? And I said, sure. And so my father, then you could drive up to the door. My father stayed in the car, and Dwayne put the bag in the back seat. And so I introduced him to my father. You know, this is Mr. Walker, and my father, Mr. Walker. And then that was it. We did not exchange names. We didn't exchange any information about each other. And my father, we drove off, and Daddy said, well, that's a nice young man. I said, Dad, I don't know him. I said, he just met me at the door and asked me if he could take the suitcase in the car. And I said, yes.
And we're here back. What was it called back then?
GRC.
So how does it feel to be back at GRC 50 years later?
It's amazing. I really got goosebumps when we walked up. I don't think I've been here to GRC for any reason since then. The landscape has changed because you could drive up. There were stairs going down into the campus from the front here. There was not double doors at that time. So it's changed a little bit, but this was almost the tallest thing on campus.
Last question. TSU love. Talk to me about it's possible to find love at TSU and make it last. Is that true?
It is possible to find love at TSU and make it last, right? We did. We're celebrating 50 years of marriage.
That's right, yeah.
Next month, August 9th. And it all started right here.
And the best thing that ever happened to me, you know, so I can say we're blessed.
Yeah.
Blessed and highly favored by the grace of God.
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing that I remember most about the day we got married was when I left the house. I knew I was leaving my home as a single woman, and the next time that I would walk back into my house, I'd be a married woman. And I remember thinking about that as I was leaving. So that was very significant and emotional for me. One significant thing that I remember about the wedding was walking down the aisle and seeing Dwayne. You know, the groom has the fortune of being able to see the entire wedding. They're there first, and they see the bridesmaids come in. They see everybody. The bride does not see the wedding. We're behind doors, and so first part of the wedding that I actually saw and was able to take part in was when I was walking down the aisle. So looking at Dwayne and everyone else, looking at the people in the audience, but especially my eyes went straight to Dwayne.
Well, for me, I felt that that day of the wedding that I knew that I was in my apartment. Well, I had the apartment for a week or so. And my best friend, Carl, was there with me, and we both talked and shared, I guess, the pressure of being a man being a husband within the household, which we never ever had to experience. So I was fearful, not fearful, but I just was thinking the pressure that would be up on a man to make sure that, I think our apartment rent was like $126 a month. And I said, how are we gonna pay that? $126 a month, just the two of us. Neither one of us had jobs. But we got married and on love, but you know, we made through it and powered through it, and it was okay. But that was the pressure.
Having children will definitely change your life. We went from only thinking about the needs of each other into the needs of these two young children that depend upon you for everything. And I remember having that feeling that challenge as we were pregnant with Rachel, and realizing that having children is forever, and that that what we do and the decisions that we make for them, we've got to make them out of love and what we feel at the time to be the best for them, the family. I think it made us better people. Well, it made me a better person, and I could see it made both of us better people. But it made me a better person in that you forget self as you grow your children.
Yeah, children definitely change your life. The responsibilities and things that go on within the family that you don't have without children, and it was a time that we both had to have more responsibility, and we knew that there would need to be with to sort of make sure that we balanced time and had a lot of self-care to make sure that, because within a family, a woman in a household carry on so much responsibilities and so much. Better was not only that did work for the household, but also she worked outside the household. So doing that, working and children, meals, and is a lot of work, washing clothes. But we all, as time went on, I shared in all those things too. Mm-hmm. But it was a lot of responsibility on the woman because I worked a lot more hours than she did, but still, she still worked at home. But it was a balancing act for both of us. So we had to make sure that worked out, which worked out good, and we felt really good about mm-hmm. that. The other thing is traditions that we always want to take time for the family, and true enough, we worked hard, but also we took vacations and did a lot of things to get the family together and experiences, to give them different experiences, give us all the different experiences. It was important, important for us to grow our family and have those experiences as time went on. We look back on those as great times, and that's what was important.
Yeah, I enjoyed the road trips.
Yeah, vans were it was fun, yeah.
Always on the road.
On the road, yeah.